Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully everybody is having an amazing day, because I am, and it is a beautiful day, as you can see. All right. I'm going to be doing a reading that was actually requested by one of the subscribers. So I did not forget about you. I am going to take care of that right now. And this is, clearly this is a general reading. This is not a personal reading, but this is a subject that somebody wanted to know more about. And I think that this would be beneficial for the entire community. So the reading today is going to be on what your inner child needs to know. The messages for your inner child. This could be messages that we're all adults at this point, so I'm assuming that this information that's coming out has something to do with situations that haven't been cleared out about your past and your childhood, and so on and so forth. As I prayed, as I was saging the cards, cleansing the cards and shuffling them, I saw a child in a corner, and that's kind of how I see the inner child. Because if your inner child was happy, dancing, and feeling free and blissful, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. And this is for everybody. This is for me too, because we all have things that have yet to been resolved from our childhood that still affects how we move in this world as adults. And I'm gonna leave it at that. There really isn't anything else to say, because the divine gonna say it all right. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for your comments and your shares. If you would, I would really, really appreciate it if you could like this video. If you resonate with the content, or you just, like how I get down, you want to support a sister, I would really, really appreciate it. What else? Yeah, I'm just grateful to be here. Listen, let's get it going. Holy and Divine Spirit, what is the message that you have for the collective? For the collective's inner child. What does the collective's inner child need to know? Let's go. Rebirth, baptism energy. I love it. We have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and pop quiz, and beyond the veil. Let's start there. So I'm talking to somebody that has been doing inner child work, and this is probably why this energy is coming out right now. So I have rebirth or baptism. I have Ace of Swords, pop quiz, beyond the veil, and the butterfly. And basically what this is telling me is that there was some sort of truth that may have been hidden, or was preventing you from seeing deeper, having a stronger connection, because beyond the veil is about subconscious energy. This is your intuition, and not just your intuition, but this is about you and your connection to the divine. So with beyond the veil, you are starting to access deeper realms of information, deeper realms of thought that are giving you the clarity that you need to have this rebirth, to have this baptism. See what I'm saying? Yeah, so this is good. And with the butterfly on the bottom of the deck, dope as hell. You're going through a major transformation, and you needed some sort of information from your childhood, from your inner child, in order for this to happen. And for some of you who may say, well, shit, I'm still in the dark, I don't have that information yet. Let's find out if we can see where you are in your process. So if a part of the collective doesn't feel like they are here yet, where are they in their process, and what information are they looking for? What do they need to know? What does the inner child need to tell the collective right now? Gratitude in the reverse. True North. Wait, same way? Right here? Yeah. Divine Detox, True North. One more, please, since we keep doing 4. Okay, 2 more. The Eye of the Storm and Spiritual Armory on the bottom of the deck is captivity. So in the second part of the, and there's inner child right behind it. The second part of the collective is experiencing something that they have already experienced as a child, and it's making them feel bound. It's making them feel stuck. they're having difficulty appreciating this experience. And so this is the difference between, damn, I wish, okay, I'm gonna work on it. I gotta figure out how to get the camera, I need you guys to be able to see this, because what I'm seeing is literally what I just told you. This first part of the collective has already experienced what the second part is going through. And I need the second part to understand that with the eye of the storm and spiritual armory here, you are strongly, strongly protected because you are in your north node. True north is here. Divine detox is here. You've done all the things, but you haven't gotten the blessings from them. And you're like, where's my thing? Where's that manifestation? I was told that if I do all of this, I'll get this. And I know that sounds crazy, but you did choose a path that's a lot more difficult than most people. You know, a lot of people go through their life and they don't give a shit about healing. They want to ignore all of this stuff as much as they can. But you took a you took a much higher perspective because your soul is a lot more evolved. Let me say it like that. Nobody is on a different level. I mean, nobody is higher than the other, but your soul is more evolved. So if you say it like high school, you know, the person that wants to ignore all the shit might be in the 7th grade. You might be in the 11th grade. You see what I'm saying? You're getting ready to graduate and move on to another level. And this person is just starting, you know, on the level that you just came from. You were at a point where you didn't want to know certain things. And now you are being more open to receiving that information because you have evolved and you've matured. So the group that I said that was maturing, you are the second group that I'm talking about. So you're doing all of the things. I need you to know you're exactly where you need to be, but because you haven't seen, and trust me, I resonate with this, because you haven't seen some sort of progress in the physical, you still feel like there's some sort of pain or process or like I said, captivity. You feel like you're still stuck in a cycle, like a cycle hasn't been completed, and that's not true. The cycle's been completed because you learned the lesson. You have difficulty being grateful for the journey because you haven't seen like the like in this deck I call it surprise party, or you have Jubilee is another card that's very similar to that. You haven't seen, you know, this kind of like celebration after all of this work that you've been doing. So I need you to know that the celebration is coming, but there's still something else that spirit wants you to learn. And this reading is more than likely going to bring that out. But while you are where you are, you may feel like you may feel stuck, like physically in a situation, but you're not. You're actually being protected because there's some sort of situation with timing that needs to be right for you to either get out of a situation or for you to like elevate and have the easiest path moving forward, right? Because if you've already done all of this work to clear out this inner child, you know, these I said demons in my head. Some of y'all might feel like they're demons. But for you to clear out this energy, there's something else that still needs to be done. And it might actually not be something that you need to do. Let's find out more. Bitter fruit and their system upgrade on the bottom of the deck. The in-between, I told you, you're in, and the Empress. You're in the position to receive, but you're still in a transition. See, the first card that came out for all of the collective, regardless of where you are in this journey, was the rebirth card. So you are in some sort of transition. And with the Empress and bitter fruit here, it hasn't been easy, but it's either going to be worth it, or you're recognizing that everything came together for your good. And now you're starting to see that as you take on this abundant birthing energy in the Empress. You might not have even felt like you were in a position to manifest because there was so much clearing and purging to do. but you're coming out of that and you are feeling like you are in a position to receive. I'm going to tell you something. Because the Empress and bitter fruit is here, things may not have been fair for you in the past. Some of y'all might be Libras or Tauruses. I'll tell you what else I'm seeing here as far as zodiac signs. All air signs. I'm hearing Earth, Scorpio, and Pisces. Yeah, with Beyond the Veil. Yep. And fire signs. Okay. So, yeah, something felt unfair in the past, and going back to the inner child, you could have been in a situation as a kid where, okay, I'm going to give you two different scenarios. One, you were either a middle child or you were in a family where you were like a stepchild, like all the other kids had the same parent and you were the only one that had a different parent. There was something different about you and you felt like it was unfair. And this, whatever this was that was different about you, it was something that you couldn't control. There we go. Like, you can't control that your mama and that your mama has sex with somebody else and you and your siblings have two different like parents. It's something like that. Yeah. But whatever it is, and I'm gonna say this one more time because it continues to come back up. This could also be someone who felt very different and unique as a kid, and they were shunned because of their uniqueness, like something that you can do well. Some of y'all were really talented and uber gifted as kids, but you grew up in an environment where being talented and gifted was actually kind of like singled you out in a negative way. And so you started to dim your light. Now we're starting to get into some of those inner child issues. Some of you were really quiet as kids, and it's not that you didn't have anything to say, but nobody, it's almost like you grew up in a household of a whole bunch of loud ass people. And in order for you to to have your say, everybody else has to be quiet in order for you to be heard. So you didn't really stand out. It's not that you didn't have something important to say. It's just that you had to you had to draw the attention of everybody. And now that I'm getting into that, those of you who resonate with that type of energy, that might have started to manifest into your adolescence, your teenage, and more like young adult years as seeking attention that's probably not so great. So you went the extra mile to be seen, or you might have done the exact opposite. You might have shrunk back even farther. So instead of even being like in healthy social environments, you don't want to be around nobody you don't know. So there are a couple of different stories that are coming out. Take it as it resonates, because everybody had a completely different, childhood. And we're not talking about like just abuse. I'm talking about things that your inner child is holding on to that affects who you are as an adult. Because now as an adult, you say, you know what? I've been doing life like this for 20, 30, 40, 50, however many years. Now I want to change things, but there's something here. I can feel it. There's something here that's not been dealt with, or I need to figure out the link between why I do this and this happening to me as a kid. You see what I'm saying? That's what this reading is. Because I can easily say, okay, and please don't take this as being very like curt or disrespectful or lighthearted about anybody's pain or abuse, because that's not the case. but we can always talk about, you know, physical and emotional or sexual abuse, but everybody hasn't been abused in those major ways, or they don't even recognize what that looks like. So we're talking about things that may not actually look or feel like abuse. Because if you're watching readings and you've been watching all these readings that say, you know, there's something that happened to you and you're like, fuck, what happened to me? I don't remember. It may be because all of these things have been building upon one another. So it doesn't look like one major traumatic event, but it's like small things that have never really been addressed, that have kind of like snowballed into something greater that is preventing you from moving forward. So that's kind of where we are. Because this system upgrade is still on the bottom of the deck. You want this. You want a level up. And system upgrade isn't just a physical level up, because that's all up and through this deck. Like physical manifestations. But system upgrade is a change in energy. This is an upgrade in energy. This is, okay, I was afraid before, but now I'm confident, you know, and I'm not fearful. Oh, you know, before I used to be shy, but now I can stand up for myself. I can speak up for myself. So this is what we're kind of talking about. There's an upgrade to your energy that's either happening now or you want it to happen. And if it hasn't happened yet, you're going to figure out this thing through some sort of inner child connection, to where you connect the dots and spirit says, okay, he or she gets it. Now we can move her forward. Now we can move him forward, because you weren't ready before. There's no point. I keep saying this. I'll always say it. There's no point of God giving you something when you're not ready. You would be even more pissed. You might get depressed if you get your manifestation and you lose it like that, just because you had been crying and whining so much, and spirit said, well, damn, here, I tried to warn you. I was trying to prepare you because I love you so much. I want you to maintain it. Not only do I want you to maintain it, but I want you to build it. I want you to grow it. So you're not being denied something. Somebody needs to hear that. You're not being denied something. You're being prepared to maintain what it is you're asking for. Okay, let's keep talking. What else does the collective need to know about these inner child issues? The clairs. You could have had, you could have had gifts, spiritual gifts as a kid, and you may have spoken out to your family about these gifts. The clairs is you being cognizant, you just knowing things, you being clairvoyant. You might told your family, you know, I saw such and such, and it was a passed on family member. You might have been clairaudient and you said that you heard something. You might have actually been able to read people's minds. You might have heard somebody say something in their head, and you know, they were like, what did you say? And or you said, what did you say? And they weren't actually saying it to you. They were saying it to themselves, but you heard them. I'm sorry if it's coming out crazy, but I'm channeling. And but somebody here has spiritual gifts, and they've been hiding their gifts because when they were a kid, someone in their family, or maybe even a close friend, or somebody picked up on this, and they didn't want you to like be seen as crazy. Somebody in your family thought that they were doing something good for you, when really you're supposed to be the chain breaker in your family. This gift that you have, or these gifts that you have, this is something that they were supposed to do. That's why somebody was trying to stop you from doing it. They thought that they were protecting you. Okay? So you don't need to, like, don't be upset at them, because somebody was projecting their experience onto you. So this could have been your mother or your father, and they had a gift and they didn't use it. And so when they started to recognize that you had those same gifts, they really wanted to shit. Come on, spirit, help me with my words, please, please, and thank you. They wanted to deter you. Thank you. Whew. Thank you, God. They wanted to deter you from using that, for however that looks to you. You'll look back on it and be like, oh shit, I do remember telling her this. Gaslighting. That's what a lot of this looks like. Somebody was gaslighted as a kid for having spiritual gifts or having a strong connection with the divine, and you grew up in a family where that was either frowned upon because you were in a religious family, or they just didn't know enough about it, and they if they were afraid of it. Okay, so that's coming out for somebody, because now we have marching orders. You're getting, whoever I'm speaking to now, you're getting very strong messages and really strong instructions with this marching orders energy to start using your gifts. So you might have been sitting on a blessing, and Spirit is telling you, you asked for something. Whatever you asked for is in the gift that you've been sitting on. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's see if we can get a little more out of this, and then I'm gonna move on to a little. Actually, you know what? Do I want to pull some tarot? I might pull a little bit of tarot, but I think it's gonna be more about the oracles for this reading. Okay, let's get a little bit more. What else does the collective need to know? Oh shit! The Lovers, and there's water energy, and there's the portal, and there's the sacral chakra. Okay, one more for this, because I already know where we're going with this. Your blessing is connected to your harvest. Your abundance is connected to your connections. So I have the Lovers, water, the element water, the portal, sacral chakra, and the harvest. So the person I'm talking to right now, I have about 5 different energies on the table. I've already gone over them, so I'm not gonna do you go back, rewind it. I'm not going to do a review, because once I channel something or read something, if you know this, if you are a reader, or you watch a lot of readers, you forget this shit immediately. So you have to take it as it resonates. When it comes out, it's in the atmosphere, but it's not something that we hold on to. So but there's at least 10 different scenarios out here on the table, so take what resonates. But for this last one, the Lovers, water, the portal, sacral chakra, and the harvest, and this isn't really giving inner child. This is giving more like adolescence. But listen to me, I'm talking to somebody that was really hypersexual as a kid, or and you might have some sexual trauma in your background. Take that as it resonates. I'm sending you love and healing energy. But I'm telling you this because your blessing and your level up, your abundance, is strongly connected to the people that you associate with. Because this water energy means that when you love hard. With the Lovers and water, you put a lot of emotion, you put a lot of effort and energy behind the connections that you involve yourself with, which is a gift and a curse. Because the gift is when you connect with the right people, and these people are giving as much as you're giving, then you are growing something. But if you're giving, and somebody is taking, what's happening to you? You're being depleted. And the person I'm talking to right now, feels like they give so much and get so little. But now is the time, because as a kid, you might have actually seen this happen. Not this happened to you, but this might have happened to like one of your family members. This might have happened to your mother or your father. You saw them really going the extra mile for their partner, and not receiving that same in return. And now it feels like that kind of is being manifested in your life too. But for many of us, we have come to break the chain. We have come to start a new link in our bloodline. And this new link for you is going to be walking. Okay. Just listen to me for a second. If you know your south node, please look it up. Look up your south node and look up your north node, because that's going to tell you a lot about what you need to work on with these relationships. That's going to be different for every single person. Ooh, it's 3:11 on my clock right now. That might resonate with somebody. 311 or 11. 11 portal energy right here. So that makes a lot of sense. Excuse me. So for this last person, your water energy, you could be a water sign, but the element water is really important to you. This is going to be for a very small group. Some of y'all are afraid of water because something happened to you as a kid involving water. And that might, it's not about like what happened being directly related to something happening right now, but it's some sort of fear about taking a risk or about doing something like adventurous or about stepping out of your box that is coming back to like something that happened as a kid. And let me go even further outside of water, but something that happened to you that you are still emotionally connected to. It has something to do with either a risk. It has something to do with like I said, stepping out of your box, stepping out of your comfort zone. You did it before as a kid and it didn't work, or it hurt you, it embarrassed you, you felt humiliated. You could have tried to be on a team or something, and you got ridiculed for, you know, your audition or something, and you said, I'll never do this shit again, and literally you're sitting here 35 and you're not trying certain things because of it. There's something there too, so take that as it resonates. But for everybody, please look at your south node, and look, backsliding is right behind it, because something, and triggers, something is holding you back from stepping forward. And with the apprentice right here, it could be like your ability to start from scratch, or be like not less than, but be a like to be in the page position. Somebody don't want to be in the page position, and you might have to start something over to start something new. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, triggers, backsliding, and deep south. Whatever this is what's holding you back from moving forward. It's the ability to feel confident in trying something new. And it has something to do with you trying something in the past and it not working, or you saw somebody close to you. You might have saw somebody that had like failing businesses when you were a kid, and you said, oh hell no, I just work for somebody and make a whole bunch of money. Fuck that. Like it's something like that, but you're being called to step out of this south node energy so that you can really step into your north node. Like true north and deep south are here, and those are my south and north node cards. So we are definitely resonating with this. All right, I'm gonna pull a little bit of tarot. Let's just see what happens. Did I shuffle wrong? No, I think I just got a couple. I start my cards in the upright, so I don't know what the hell just happened. Hopefully some of that resonates with you guys. I know that Spirit kind of guided me to pick out a little bit of everything, because I wanted to touch on as many different storylines as possible, and I'm going to start doing that a lot more, because I want the readings to be broad. You know your life, take what resonates. Everything is not going to be, your story from beginning to end, but some of it might actually fit, here. Okay. Any other signs that I see? I see fire signs again with sacral chakra, and I see earth signs again with the harvest, and I see more Scorpio energy with deep south. And that's basically it. And just page energy. Oh, and Gemini energy with the lovers. And I think that's it. Okay. So I have the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck for the tarot. Into the Queen of Pentacles. I told you somebody need to start something new, and you have to step out and try something and go out of your comfort zone to do it. And the Queen of Pentacles might be kind of like considered your comfort zone. You're stable. You have, you pick your kids up on this date from this. You do this. You guys have Sunday dinner on this date. You're good at being able to work. Like this is somebody that is taking care of work and home and doing it like to the best of his or her ability. Like you're embodying your role as mom or dad or whatever. But when I saw the Eight of Cups, you might have to walk away from a particular routine that felt very comfortable, that you were doing really well in, and step back into page energy. And that may not feel good, because you may not feel good as a page, you know. You might not want to be in that, you don't want to have your learner's permit again, but it's going to require you to be humble and step back. That's not for everybody. All right, Tarot, Holy and Divine Spirit, what does the collective need to know for their inner child? Seven of Swords. Okay. Two of Swords. I'm trying to tell you, somebody is talking their way out. This Seven of Swords isn't about a outside person. This is all about self-sabotage. With the Two of Swords, this is like, I don't know what to do. I can't move. I can't make a decision. I'm surprised I didn't see the Eight of Swords. But with Justice here, you're actually getting some sort of balance, like harmony to this energy, because somebody's mind is driving them cuckoo. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords, please. All air energy so far. And see, look, this Eight of Cups came out at the bottom of the deck again. I'm about to take it. Ace of Pentacles. You have a new, somebody got a business, an idea. They have something there that they want to move forward on. But this inner child energy of not wanting to like be in the learner's permit or be in the page energy again is what's holding you back. You don't need to know everything, my dear. You just need to be confident in yourself. And here's what else about the inner child. So inner child energy is adventurous. Inner child energy is fun. As you remember, as a kid, you climbed trees. You know, you touched frogs and shit. I remember we used to ride our bike down hills. I wouldn't even walk down today. You hear what I'm saying? Like putting on rollerblades and going down slopes that look like this, that look like this. That's what you were doing as a kid. You were fearless. You were fearless as a child. And that's what you're missing. That's what you're missing. And that's what you're, oh baby, but you get it now. Eight of Cups to the Hangman, to the Strength. Hell yeah. And some of you guys actually had to walk away from connections because you realize whatever it is you're trying to do, they didn't even support you. And now you got your confidence back in you, the Magician and Justice. All right, I'm not even going to go no further. I'm just going to explain these cards because the way Spirit talking, I love it. Okay, so like I said, we have the Seven of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. The gift is not just God giving you money. The gift is this new opportunity. It's for some of you, we're talking about love earlier in your connections. This is a healthy ass relationship, and you've never had a healthy relationship before. And it required you to walk away from something you knew wasn't good for you with the Eight of Cups here and see things from a different perspective with the Hangman. That's why some of y'all are here right now, for your different perspective. And I said that, look, it's 33 on the video. Strength, you said, you know what? I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. You looked at your fear in the face and you say, you know what? Fuck you. Somebody is mad at the things that have been holding them back and they're pissed off, but your anger is actually turning into fire energy and it's turning into passion. If you channel it properly, it's going to work for you and you're actually going to catapult yourself into a amazing blessing, into this Ace of Pentacles. It's right here. It's right here. This strength energy could be you standing up for yourself. Remember we talked earlier about somebody just being shy and not being able to speak up. But I do feel that there is an outside influence that someone needed to walk away from. So if you're in a connection or if you feel like you weren't being supported with either your healing journey, or you weren't being supported with this new opportunity, or you weren't being supported with a new path that you're trying to go on. I said that at 3444. Something that you were doing, somebody, you finally realize that you're going to have to take a loss in a connection. 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, death. Literally, that's your loss. 3 of Swords, you tried to make it work, or it could have been, this could be a third party, but I don't feel like that. I just feel like this is somebody that you just recognize that you're no longer connected to, you're no longer equally yoked, and you're going in different directions, back to the 8 of Cups. So yeah, for a second you mourned it, but I'm talking to somebody, even with the 5 of Cups in the upright, I'm talking to somebody that they'll give away all these 4 cups. They'll say, you know what? I'll give away all these 4 if I can just have the potential of this one. So you could still be mourning, things that you invested in, things that you emotionally invested in that just didn't work for you, or you just felt like you were in some sort of emotional rut for too long. But you're going to start to see that there's still a light at the end of the tunnel, because the last card out right here is death. So something is coming to an end, but with this white rose here, it just feels like this is, a new beginning that's sprouting out. And it is. Because this is your new energy. Queen of Wands, confident. The Magician, knowing that you have all of the tools to create everything that you want. And then Justice. This is fairness. This is what you're starting to feel like things are balancing out in your favor, and they are. And if you haven't felt that way, they will. So there's something is being balanced out, and I don't feel like this is in the physical, even though for some of you it could be. I feel like this is more so in the 5D. So, there's judgment that's been called on your behalf. And it's being called because you see something clearly. Ace of Swords. Baptism energy. So good for you. Somebody on the right path. Anything else from the tarot? Last message. 6 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you're going to move forward. And then look, 10 of Cups. I love it. I'm not doing nothing else. Don't touch no more cards. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 10 of Cups. You're moving forward to work with new people, to take on new opportunities. This looks like new communities, new friendships, but collaboration, not competition. This is collaboration. This is you feeling like you are giving energy out and you're receiving that energy in return. And anything that is not giving to you, you're walking away from. But because you know your worth, based on you making those connections from the inner child issues into what you're experiencing right now, you're stepping into complete fulfillment and bliss with the 10 of Cups. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we have Aries here. We have Aquarius. We have Libra. We have Scorpio. We have Leo. We have more earth energy with the Ace of Pentacles. And we have more sword energy. I think 2 of Swords is Libra. 7 of Swords is also Libra. And we have a little more water energy and no fire, surprisingly. Okay. Should I do this? No. I think we're good here. I'm going to get a couple more messages, last messages, advice from this angel number deck, which I really like. You might be seeing some of these numbers quite a bit. And if you're still here with me in the video, if you could really give me a like and a subscribe, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye. No, what's the message, Holy Spirit? Ooh, yes, yes. I think we're going to stick there. You still want me to do this? Yes? No? No? Okay. So I have 777 for good luck. 2112 is up to you. 0440 or 44 with that gut feeling, and 1001 with spiritual awakening. Somebody is getting man, Spidey senses is on 10,000. You are getting a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe with spiritual awakening here that's actually guiding you towards a new beginning. It says a new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like a dark night of the soul. And remember that second line I was talking to everybody that was doing the work and just feeling like you weren't seeing any benefit of it. You might be in that dark night energy right now. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. Good. And it will. So here we have good luck. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. Remember, we had Two of Swords. As a matter of fact, 777 fell on top of the Two of Swords. So some of you are in this very confusing, self-sabotaging energy, but you're getting clarity right now. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. So, a part of that gift that we were talking about, that thing that you want to bring to pass, that could be you wanting to share the things that you've experienced and gone through. Spirit is telling you to call on fire energy, call on that wand energy. If you have any placements in fire, if you are a fire sign, then you should be strongly accessing and stepping into that energy so that you can bring this to pass, because you're going to need passion, you're going to need to stay driven, and you're going to need to be disciplined. Okay, 2112 says it's up to you, even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because this message is so on point. This is all being tied together right now. Even if it feels like you are not making meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. I hope y'all hear me. I hope and pray you stayed long enough just to hear that. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams are coming true soon. 2112. So if you are seeing that number, that is a very auspicious sign that everything is working out for you and that things are coming together. And you might be feeling this gut feeling of things coming together, but you don't see it yet. So that's why this good luck energy and this 211 energy is very important. So Spirit is saying, even if you don't see it, you feel it. The feeling comes before the seeing. The feeling comes before the seeing. So you are manifesting the feeling, and the actual physical change is coming after that. So if you feel something different, do not be discouraged because you don't see your blessing yet. You're actually much, much farther in your manifestation than you think. So this is an indication of how close you are. Please do not turn around. Stay exactly where you are. That gut feeling, it says follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. We talked about that too. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a crowd. So this is kind of referencing third-party connections. I kind of touched on that earlier. For those of you who feel like you are constantly dealing with third-party connections, that is an issue of self-worth. Okay, so there's something that you could definitely look into there. I'm kind of being guided to, should I? Yes? No. Let me get one more card from the angel number deck since I just said that, and we'll be up out of here. One more card, Holy and Divine Spirit, for, what was I about to say? Earth signs. Get it together. For inner child messages. There's our card. 1515, the big break. Yes. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. I told you, you feel something coming. It is. Keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. The big break. 1515. You could be seeing that as well. Fire energy. Tap into that fire energy. Light a fire under your ass because it's time to move. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that message resonated with any or all of you. If you enjoy the content, I would love for you to come back. Please like, subscribe, share the content if you know it resonates with somebody else. And I will see you guys next time. I love you so much. Bye-bye.